Describe something you learned in a place from a person. You should say what it was that you learned, when this happened, where it was, who taught you, how difficult it was to learn. What it was that you learned. I'd like to share with you the story of how I took up playing the piano, a skill which helps me to be good at multitasking. It is common knowledge that learning piano means teaching our brains to work in overdrive, and piano players are competent at performing several different actions at the same time. They have to interpret sheet music and locate their fingers at the right notes, as well as control their two hands on the keys and feet on the piano pedals. This complex skill trains the brain to work more intensely with greater accuracy. When this happened, I started to learn to play the piano in church when I was still a 10-year-old boy. My parents encouraged me to sing in the choir, and it was compulsory for us to take a basic piano class to ensure that every single individual had some basic musical knowledge, with a view to improving the choir's performance, and I was no exception. So I joined the foundation program for piano offered by the church, absolutely free, without having any specific long-term goal at that time. Where it was, who taught you. The class was conducted in a spacious hall of the church consisting of about 20 students. It was the music director and the pianist of the choir who were in charge of teaching. Fortunately, I was taught by the music director, who was profoundly knowledgeable about music theory and inspirational at the same time. How difficult it was to learn. At first, playing piano posed a lot of challenges for me, as there were too many things to remember. For example, I had to learn the positions of the notes, chords, keys, and so on. I was so terrible at learning that I had to study under the teacher's thumb, and was on the verge of giving up. But the teacher made great efforts to support me and never stopped giving me incentives to overcome the difficulties. So gradually I got used to the piano and I got on well with it. Learning to play a new piece of piano now is no big problem to me anymore.